Hi, my name is Kim Stanley, and I am the instructor of the Health 210 online course. So I wanted to just touch base with you and give you an idea, the overview of how the course is set up, how the course works, and kind of get you going on your way. So first and foremost, this course it's online, and it is set up in Canvas. Now, for some of you who are, especially those of you who are returning LMU students, uh, Canvas is going to be all new to you. It's all new to me. And so you might need a little bit of extra time to kind of get your feel around. I trust that you will. The course is set up very repetitively, so that's a lot easier for you to get a handle on. Some of you may come from high schools or other institutions where you've used Canvas. You might be quite familiar with it. But regardless, the whole course is going to be set up there. So you are going to need to access the course in Canvas, which if you're watching this video, I assume that you have, and you're going to need to read your syllabus. So the syllabus is going to be found there, and it's going to contain important information for the duration of the semester. It's going to kind of break down your units and tell you when due dates are. Due dates are also found in the calendar in Canvas, but access Canvas, access and read your syllabus, and you're going to need to order your textbook. And information about your textbook is found in your syllabus. You need your textbook for this course. So for every week, we're going to cover a chapter in the textbook, and you're going to be responsible for reading that chapter in your textbook. So you absolutely must have the textbook in order to complete the course. So I already kind of hit on it, but just a little bit of an overview for how the course is going to work. Essentially, every week we're going to cover a different chapter. So we're going to work through chapters 1 through 16. The chapters in Canvas are going to be termed units. So you're going to see a unit. It's going to say chapter 1, and in each one they're all going to be set up the same. But in each one you're going to see just an overview. You're going to see a to-do list, some objectives, and you're going to see the reading assignment, which is going to tell you which chapter that you need to read in the textbook. And you're also going to see an assignment. And so for every chapter, there will be an assignment of either a quiz or 4 essay questions. So it'll be essay discussion type questions. So you'll have an assignment to complete for each chapter. And in addition to that, either the essay or the quiz, there's also going to be a discussion board assignment for the chapters. And that will entail you going to the discussion board, answering the question for the chapter, and responding to 2 other classmates. So there's more information about that inside the course, but that's just kind of a big picture of what you're going to need to do for every week. Now, in addition to your weekly work, you're also going to have tests, and the tests are going to cover anywhere from 2 to 4 chapters, but basically the tests are broken down into bigger chunks of chapters. So your first test 1 is going to cover chapters 1 through 3. And your tests are going to be multiple choice. So you'll have 50 multiple choice questions. They're going to be timed at 60 minutes, closed book. So that's how your tests are going to look. And you're going to have a test for each larger learning section. So it's kind of what we called units in the past, and we're kind of trending our terminology a little bit differently with Canvas. But so you're going to have test 1, test 2, test 3, etc. on to test 5. So like I said, test 1 will cover chapters 1 through 3. Now, again, all those dates are going to be on the calendar and also in your syllabus. The test, you're going to have the span of a week to complete the test. So it'll open on a given date, and it will close 1 week after that. So those dates will be found in Blackboard, or see, I'm already doing it. They'll be found in Canvas. It's a really difficult thing to break. And if you see that I missed the word Blackboard when I edited everything, please let me know. But so you're going to see those dates on the calendar, and they're also going to be in your syllabus. So also for these larger unit sections, you're going to have a discussion assignment. So a discussion post assignment. What's going to make that different than your regular weekly chapter discussions is it's going to be a more entailed question, a little more in depth. You're going to require a larger response, a longer response, and those are going to be worth twice the amount of points. So because it's going to require more work from you. So, looking back, going back over that, so we're going to work through basically a chapter a week. We're going to double up twice during the semester. Later on in the semester, you're going to have 2 chapters due in 1 week, so you'll get to that closer. I think it's 10 and 11 and 12 and 13. Those chapters double up. But you're going to work through essentially a chapter a week, and those are broken down into units in Canvas. Now, one thing that is found there with each of the chapter unit sections is an outline. And it's basically an outline for the whole chapter in the textbook. And what I recommend that you do is I recommend you print that out and you use that to study on when you're reading the chapter. Take your notes on it and use it for a study tool, because we don't have study guides for the tests or for the cumulative final exam, which happens at the end of the semester. So that way you're just kind of, it's helping you take notes. It's helping guide you through the chapter. If you have to put it away and then come back to it later, you're going to see where you left off, and it's just going to kind of keep your information right there. So I hope that will be a handy tool for you to use and to utilize throughout the semester. So, give it a try at the beginning and see if that's how you study best and how you learn best. There's a project that's going to be due later in the semester, and that project is going to involve you selecting a diet and activity analysis program. I used to, years ago, I would say you had to use this program. And as these things have become more accessible, people are wearing activity watches that track their things. There's some students who play sports. They're already doing things for their coaches or for other things. So what I found is that so many students were already using their own programs that for the diet and activity analysis program, what I do is I let you select your own program to track. And there's more information about this in the program section in the syllabus, or in Canvas. And so, but what you'll do is you will, you'll track your diet for 7 days and your activity for 7 days. And you're going to compare that to your nutrient recommendations. And you're going to come up with some charts. Ideally, your program will do the charts for you, but there's more information about this that's found. So you're going to submit those data charts, and you're also going to answer some discussion questions about your diet. Now, I want to add one thing, and this is written at the end of the instructions, but I want to go ahead and say it to you all as well. If for any reason you feel that it is not in your best interest to do a diet tracking assignment. I've encountered this in the past where there's just been times when it's just not because of existing health concerns, particularly those with eating disorder recovery that students have been in the midst of. And it's not been in their best interest to do that and to meticulously review that in that way. If you find yourself in that situation, talk to me beforehand and talk to me well before the project is due, and we can discuss some alternative ways for you to approach the project. So I just want to make that clear and put that out there that if this is something that is that you are in a current state where that is not appropriate for you to do, then we want to find an alternative that you can do that will cover the same basis, will be the same amount of work, but we'll just kind of take the microscope off of you and focus on the data analysis, which is really the crucial part of what we're trying to cover in the project. So anyway, I just want to make sure that you all are aware of that option. So quick recap of what we've gone over so far. A chapter a week, except for when we double up later on in the semester. So your chapters are basically called your weekly units. You're going to have an assignment, which is going to be essay or quiz every week, discussion assignment every week, and you're going to have 5 tests throughout the semester. You're also going to have a project. You're going to have a cumulative final exam. Now, when you get started in Canvas, what I want you to do is, since you're viewing this you're probably already there. But under the student orientation section, I want you to work your way through that. And there's a section that talks about how this course works, reiterates a lot of the things I just said, but it kind of puts it in writing for you to see and refer back to. But there are 2 assignments there, and those 2 assignments are extra credit assignments, so the only extra credit for the semester. But those assignments are the student orientation quiz, and that's going to be a 10-point quiz. You can take it as many times as you need to get all 10 points. Do that, please. Earn all 10 points. They're extra credit, so please help yourself out and earn them. And there is also a student orientation discussion post. So basically what you do with the quiz, it gets you used to taking quizzes in the course. Ensures that you are aware of the expectations in the course. It's going to cover the syllabus. It's going to cover information that's in the student orientation section. And then for the discussion post, it's 5 points. You're going to introduce yourself, reply to 2 other classmates, and that's going to get you involved in the discussion board and let you see how that works. And it'll earn you 5 easy extra credit points. So, and I always look forward to reading those and reading whatever little interesting tidbits of information about yourselves that you all like to throw out there. So, but if you all need me, my email is in Canvas. My email address is there, my LMU email. Please email me. That's the easiest way to get me, the quickest, easiest way to get me. And order your textbook and start navigating around Canvas. Get familiar with it. And it's set up. Once you get the feel for 1 week, you'll be good to go because it's just set up so repetitively and redundantly throughout the semester. So I think it's going to be quite user-friendly. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. And I look forward to a wonderful semester and look forward to getting to know a little bit more about each of you. Thank you so much.